Welcome back, guys, to another fun-filled episode of Planet Coaster 2. As promised, I've been working on our carnival area. I've added a few more shops and restaurants on that side, and a lot more rides, which I'm going to show you now. I did mention in the last episode that we were kind of finished with the carnival area, but I couldn't help myself. I wanted to add a few more rides in this area and more shops and restaurants on this side. And we can't have a theme park without teacups. Look at this. So we've added teacups, we've added something called Monty Leone. I don't know what it is, but it kind of goes round and round. Another one of those kiddie rides, which adds to our fairground theme. And we've got this massive behemoth kind of swing thing, which is quite scary. Let's check this out quickly. I certainly wouldn't go on this, but our guests seem to be enjoying it. And I think it just completes our carnival look that we were going for. Look at this. I mean, it definitely goes higher than this. Just wait for it. Absolutely amazing. I think at one point it kind of goes all the way around and stays still upside down, which is not nice. I'm not gonna lie. But check this out. See, that's what I meant. It goes all the way around. Mad, isn't it? Whoa. Can I look around? Yeah, I feel dizzy. But yeah, so as well as the behemoth, we've also got a classic fairground ride. Dodgems, we call it. Some might call it bumping cars. The game calls it Bumpin' Derby. So yeah, I think looks pretty neat and certainly completes our carnival fairground park for families and kids. Look at these cool shades or canopies I did. I was getting a lot of complaints from our guests here that they were getting sunburnt and there wasn't enough shade around the park. So what I've done is I've added these canopies to go with the look that we're going for, medieval. Added some bunting around as well. So these canopies were pretty challenging to do, to align, etc. They're certainly not perfect, but adds a lot of colour to our park, which is always good. So I've done a bit of detailing work here, and also all the way around these queues as well. So I think it looks good. I think it definitely looks good. And we've also added hats fantastic up in the little section of the wall. Well, it used to be a wall section here, so I've kind of deleted it and added this little stall here, and added a sign as well for hats. So quite a bit of detailing work I've done offline. There's another one here, so we've covered up this entrance for our Dragon Junior coaster. We're calling it Dragon's Dogma original, right? So I've made it well, I've covered it and kind of added a few more things here. So barrels, um, some light, well, torch, and well, pots and barrels here, which I love, and a treasure chest, or two of them, because why not? Wherever there's dragons, there's going to be gold. Ooh, check this out. So this little thing here gets it's sort of like a gets covered with these what do you call them? Well, it's sort of like a canopy. So let me see if we can look inside. Oh right, okay. So it kind of gives you that tunnel feel, and the kids seem to be enjoying it, so it's always good. So yeah, I'm happy with our carnival area. We've got some cool bits here and there, some restaurants. Check this church out as well quickly. Look at this. We've got Chief Beef and Gold Pea. and pizza pen over here. I love looking at all this detail. And loony balloons up in that section there. So again, it was a wall. I deleted it, put a counter for loony balloons in, and added some custom balloons in there as well, just to make it look like a balloon shop, I guess. Right, so cool. I'm happy with it. And in today's episode, I mentioned last time that we were going to make a hypercoaster because this is what the park is lacking at the minute. We've got Witch's Retreat coaster over there, which is fun, but it's not exactly a hypercoaster, is it? And then we've got the junior coaster, Dragon's Dogma, over there. So we need a hypercoaster, something that is a feature for this theme park and will attract a lot of guests as well. And I was thinking this section might be perfect for it. It's going to be a huge coaster with lots of bends and loops and whatnot. We're going to try and make it scary but fun as well. Something like a castle. I'll show you quickly. And what I was thinking was maybe have... Look at this. Crazy ride. If I plonk it there, you'll be able to see better. I mean, it has turned dark, so during the day it will look amazing. I mean, it looks nice now as well. But check this castle out. I was thinking maybe have this on a cliff or an elevated position, and then have the roller coaster or our hypercoaster go around it or through it. I don't know yet, but we'll certainly play around with it and see how this turns out. So what I want is a castle. We want to be able to look at the castle or see the castle from this angle. Where's the boundary? The boundary for the park is over there. Okay, so we've got enough space for sure. Let's carry on making a massive cliff if we can. Can I use a bit more of an aggressive tool? Flatten to surface. Okay. Yeah, I don't think if that's doing the same thing. What's this? Roughen. Okay. We're going to have to carry on using the pull tool and just raise this area as much as we can. There we go. This is going to look wild. Honestly, guys, just wait. We'll probably do some paths going up this way as well, because the castle kind of comes with a restaurant and some shops. So whilst we'll have a coaster going through it, I also want guests to be able to access that area on foot. So look at this. Get out of the trees. Check this out. Right. That looks amazing. Imagine a castle on top. Well, we don't have to imagine. We can place one now and see what this looks like. So if I just go on facilities and choose this. Okay, is this big enough? I want to make sure that we angle this correctly. So if I place this here, it kind of comes with a gate as well, which is open. So I don't know if we do need to do a moat or something going around it, but let's see what this looks like. Let's just change the angle a little bit more. Place this here. Wow, that looks wild. Check this out. Right, so we definitely need to do some work on the terrain, because at the moment it's kind of yeah, I don't want these posts. I kind of want this uniform. So let's see if I can do a bit more work on the terrain. But before I do that, let me just double check the angle to make sure that that's the correct one. Okay, right, so we can certainly see the castle from here, and if we enter the park, I don't think we'd be able to see it that much, but Yeah, you get a glimpse of it for sure. And then if I look at it from this angle, nice. Okay, so I might rotate it to the left slightly. Okay, so let's do a bit more of a smoothing work over here, just to make it a bit more natural. Otherwise, I think it looks good as it is. We might add some rocks, some trees. I definitely want a path going around as well, so guests are able to walk up it. And bring this little bit out, because the cliff edge looks a bit unrealistic. It might be that we end up covering this track and turn into a tunnel, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Let's smooth this out a little bit more. Right, we'll add some more detail and cover this area up as and when we go along. But for now, I want to move on to building our hypercoaster, because that's gonna be epic. Right, check this castle out though. I can't get enough of it. What an amazing job. Right, so if I look at it now, oh, there's a little cute little pathway there. Oh, and there's a coaster in it already. Interesting. Right, I might leave this coaster here. And okay, so you've got a little, well, it's a ride, isn't it? It's not a coaster. But I've got the same one over on that side in the carnival area, so I might actually get rid of this and build something different over here. I do want to keep this in there because check out the theming and the detail that's gone into it. That's amazing. So we'll definitely keep that. And any more hidden gems? Any other little Easter eggs? What's in here? Okay, inside is empty, but there is something in here. Okay, that's a restaurant, I think. Wow, absolutely amazing. This is incredible. Imagine having your lunch here. You've got the whole of the park to admire. This is epic, guys. Right, I'm so happy with this. So we've got a restaurant in there, some bushes, which I seem to keep going in. If I zoom out, any more hidden gems? No, so we've got our restaurant and we've got a little cute little ride in there. And I think I'm going to start it from here, right at the edge, because we want to be able to make a nice long platform, and I want this to go quite high. So let's have a look at what we have in the coaster section. So we've got alternate lift. What is this? Let's go on custom. Right, so we've got alternate lifts, looping sun, launch, hyper drop. See, I do want something like something like that's launch powered. Lift and launch options. We've got this one. Honestly, so many options. Vector. Okay, so what else have we got? We've got wing. Right, shall we do like a wing one? So these are your traditional sort of like seated coasters, right? And then you've got these ones where you hang. Ooh, I can do this one. It's sort of like an eagle in the middle. Chain lift coaster that positions rider at either side of the track. Nothing. Ooh, with nothing above or below them, giving an unparalleled sense of freedom. Right, these look good. I might do a hanging one. Okay, and then you've got this one as well. Floorless cars. And this is a seated one, I think, yeah. Right, seats hang over the edge of the coaster. So these are definitely cooler. And then you've got more traditional seated coasters. Right. I think I might want to go for a floorless one for this one. Oh, there's a standing one as well, so that looks good. Kind of want something that also blends in with our theme. Coaster shuttles guests to the end of the track, then rebounds them back to the start of reverse. Okay, that's just a looping one. Range loops, inversions. What else have we got? We've got launched ones. Okay, this is what I was looking at. But again, these are seated ones, right? We've got a Formula 1 car there. That definitely doesn't fit the theme. Multiverse coaster. So many choices. I think I'm going to go for... Oh, right, okay, so we've got more hanging ones. Inverted. Ooh, this looks good. Inverted coaster where riders dangle below the track. What else is this? This looks like something from Avatar. Giant inverted return. Okay, do we go for an inverted one or do we go for sort of like a winged one? I definitely like this. I think this is so cool. But we might go for inverted one as well. How about this? Just your traditional four-seater. Let's go for a winged one. Does this have a launcher? Right, I'm so torn. I think I'm gonna go for this one. The eagles kind of do it for me. Don't know why. Right, let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna start the station from here. Okay, I want to leave enough space in the back as well because our coaster is going to be coming in and connecting from there. So let's extend the station. Where's our station? There we go. Let's just extend this. We want enough people to be able to fit in there. Maybe we'll add 2 cars. Who knows? That's good enough. I think this will definitely give us enough space for 2 cars. Right, and then start our track from here. Here we go. Let's do a chain lift. Yeah, I don't think this is a launch one, but that's okay. That'll do. Let's extend it out like so. Ooh, this is gonna be so crazy. Right, let's just do a gentle lift and then we can do a complete vertical one. Right. This is gonna be mad. I want it to go as high as we can. Is this high enough? I think so. We could definitely go higher, but I don't want to take too many chances. Right. Let's do one more. Why not? This is going to be crazy. Right. I want to bend it now. So let's do a drop here. That's good enough. And then, is this a normal track now? Yeah. So I want to do like a little bend there. There we go. And whoa, we can even make it crazy. The G-force is going to be crazy on this one. Can I tilt it even more? There we go. This is going to be absolutely mad. Right. Let's go down. Actually turn it this way slightly. I do want to test it out as we're going along as well because I could just feel it. I could just feel people getting sick on this. Is this a good enough drop? Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely a good enough drop. Kind of tricky, the camera work, because I'm right on the boundary of the park. So the camera is kind of throwing me off all over the shop. like so, as you can see. Right, let's get back into it. So do something like this. Extend that a little bit more. Right, where is this going now? Let's do a loop here. That's good enough. Okay, so we've got a slight tilt to the left. Do one more. There we go. And then straighten this out. And then we'll do a little loop. A little loop. Right. See what we have here. Whoa. Okay. Crazy. Right. What about this one? This looks good. So many cool ones. Let me check out different loops actually. Right. These are quite straightforward. These definitely look cooler. Right. Look at that. I think I might go for this one. What else have we got? So this one goes back towards the station. This is just on the other side of it. Oh, that looks good. Right, so it's between this one. Maybe to the right here. Okay. Right, let's go with this one, I think. This is like a similar one to the one before, but it's not as high. Right, I'm gonna go for this one. Let's go and do it. Right, so what my plan is to take this through the castle. And do I straighten it out a little bit? And just go one more. And then another loop. Loving the loops here. This is going to be a crazy ride. I think maybe not the loops because I've already got one there. They're gonna just, people are gonna be like begging to get out. Right, I want to do another tilt, but actually let's just turn it this way first. Oh, I kind of want it to go through. Can I? No, that would be too narrow. It's not wide enough, but I want it to go through here in the middle there. So let's do this and a bit of this. Bring it down slightly. It's not too low, is it? No. I might want to actually keep that elevated before we go past this narrow bit there. So straighten it. Can I do one more? Okay, so if I do it like this, make it slightly smaller, bring it back a little bit. How about now? Can I straighten that? Okay, no. Can make it shorter. Yep, there we go. This might just be perfect, I think. And then tilt it slightly. There we go. That's what we want. Right. Is that too much of a... I think that should do it. There we go. Nice. Okay. So we want to keep on going this way. I was thinking of actually taking the track through here, but I don't think that's a good idea if we want guests to be able to walk through it. So I might just keep it this height. So another... Make it just go around this way. And then straighten it. I don't know what this is going to be like, guys. I've just no idea. Once we've tested it, we'll find out, I'm sure. Right, and then this way. Can we do a crazy loop here as well? Or I might do something going that way. This is epic. This looks good. Okay, so we've got something like this. It should then take us through this bit. So let's carry on straight ahead. I do want to test it shortly to see what it's like, and then turn it this way. Should we do a tilt as well? Nice little tilt. There we go. And make it straight. Kind of windy track. Okay, I might just test it now to see how crazy this has got. Wow, okay. Let's test it. So let's go on here. Start test. Should we ride it as well? Yeah, let's do it. I am not going on this, guys. Wow, okay. Got a castle over there on the left. Nothing. So it's completely flawless. Wow, this just keeps going. I might just come out of this. Oh. Where's the ride camera? There it is. It's still going. I want to change this so we can orbit it. Can I? Let's do a cinematic. No, that's not going to work. Okay. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Orbit. The eagles look so cool. Whoa! Jeez, you kind of feel like you're flying. That's crazy. Right, through the narrow path, or whatever that was. Another loop. Oh, it's kind of losing speed here. Whoa! Might just leave it like that. Why not? I could call it the last ride or something. Okay. Did we get any stats through that? Nothing yet, I don't think. Right, okay. So let's carry on building this because it kind of looks good. It's not fast. It's not as fast as I thought it might be. But that's because it's quite a long ride, isn't it? Right, let's carry on editing. And I kind of want to make this go straight. I might actually do a drop here. Why not? So let's go ahead and extend this. And then do a drop. Because it was losing speed, so I think this should help pick up speed. I'm not quite sure now whether I want a tunnel as well. I could potentially take it through the cliffs. So if I... yeah, let's go down this way. And if I turn it round... bring it up slightly. Actually, no, keep this going down a little bit more. Make the track shorter. And then I could potentially make it go round and through this cliff here. It should automatically let me do it. But we'll find out. Whoa. That's the dragon one, isn't it? Yeah. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah. Look, the tunnel is being created as we speak. So this is going to be a long way through that, isn't it? check this out. Look at that. Perfect. As we speak, it's crashed. So yeah, definitely perfect. What do I want to do? I kind of want to take it round this way and make it come out here. So shall I make it go higher than that? Actually, I don't know how deep this is. Whoa. Okay. Maybe not like that. Maybe like this. And then tilt it again. Like so. I almost want to take it round this way. And we're definitely going to be adding some more themes around. Maybe a lake or a pond. Just to add a bit of water. Go like this. Straighten it. I don't want this to be boring because it's quite straight, isn't it? We might do a loop, who knows. Let's tilt it again. This is going to be wild. Whoa! Okay, can I do a loop here? Let's see. Let's straighten this first. Oh, we can have a wider one actually. We haven't tried this one yet. This definitely, I think. So let's do that. This is absolutely wild. I don't know whether this aesthetically looks good or not. But let's go ahead and finish this and then we can work that one out. So I've kind of had to delete my track a little bit because I did a bit of a rookie mistake. If you check here, right, when I go back on Edit Coaster, I kind of skipped half of the options that were available to us for the loop. So I was pretty much fixated on this first page here, but I didn't realize there's a second page, guys. Look at this, and on the rolls as well. So I just thought that that's all we have to play with. But look at this. We've got all these options. So what I've done is I've kind of deleted most of it and gone back to basics and redoing the thing. No wonder our coasters are so boring or hardly exciting. And it's because we are not using some of these. So check this, we've got corkscrew option here. I'm going to go back onto this bit and maybe do a corkscrew here. Let's select this. Nope. I'll go back to that bit later on. So let me just delete this bit. And I want to do a corkscrew on this section here. So let's go back onto this. Right, what can we do? So I definitely need to do a flat bit going down. Click on that. Right. Can I do a corkscrew here? Yes, I can. Wow, look at these crazy options now. So this looks like a pretzel. Demonic knot. Wow. Okay, so I wanted to do corkscrew if I can. Let's try and keep it straight and make it flatter. Actually, I'll keep it up. And then let's do another corkscrew if I can. Hopefully this will be more exciting now. These are some crazy angles right there. Jeez, okay. Let's not get distracted. So I want to do... Can I not just keep it flat? Like so. Right, okay. Move this slightly to the left. So many vertical inclines. Wow, these are crazy. Okay. Here's the... Right, let's go back to this. Right. That might actually work now. And then delete this bit. Then we can always connect it. Again. Is this too low? No, I think it should be fine. What I don't want to do is hit anyone on their head with our coaster train. Right, let's do a loop here. This way. And turn it straight. Smooth out as much as we can, because that will ensure that our ride doesn't have some crazy g-force and bumps and jolts, which can make the experience rather interesting. I'm sure. Okay, so this connects to this, that's fine. Okay, where is this section here? I want to actually delete that. I don't want it to go any more deeper than it currently is. So we've got a crazy loop. I'll fill the holes later on. So we've got a bit of a loop here, and then what I want to do is maybe bring it up and tilt it if we can, like so. Endless, so many options. Right, I keep selecting that. I don't want that. We could potentially have something like this, but I think that just makes it even more longer than I need it to be. I think maybe another pretzel. Something like this, which we have over there. So we can have like a wider one. This is slightly wider than this. Okay, let's do that. I think that might just work. It's long enough and it looks wild for sure. Right, let's confirm and then test out the ride now. Yeah, it's much better looking now than it was before. And I do like the white. I might actually turn these supports white as well. This is high. I mean, wow. And I thought the Dragon Coaster was high. Right, coming up to the drop now. I just hope this is very exciting. It's the moment of truth, guys. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that drop. Oh no. Wow. This is epic. Look at that. Oh my god. The amount of turns on that. Right, under. We're coming out now. Around the bend. Crazy pretzel. Jeez. And another. Round we go. And then we're coming up to a crazy pretzel again. This is epic. This better be exciting. Honestly, if this doesn't cut it, I don't know what will. There we go. I might smooth out this bit, actually. Right, so what's our stats currently saying? Come on. Whoa. 20 fear. 1.48 excitement. You guys, come on. This is exciting. Right. In our usual fashion, I'm going to tweak this slightly and smooth out the edges and work out where we're going wrong. hopefully I won't be able to, I shouldn't be able to make too many changes to the track, but we'll be right back. And we're done, guys. Finally. I'm not gonna lie, that was painful. So as you can probably see, I ended up moving the station and the whole ride slightly to the left. So we started off here, didn't we? And I played around with the track, I played around with the loops, I tried to make it as smooth as possible, added some different turns, different bends. Honestly, it just was not working for me. The ride was too scary. I think it was around like 19 point something in terms of fear. So I kind of then decided to maybe move the train station onto this side where the castle is, because the station is already on top of a cliff here. So we don't have to have a track going up too high, because this cliff kind of helps with that anyway because we're high enough. And then I got going from here, and to be honest, we kind of ended up doing all of this around the castle, and I think it looks a lot better than a lot better than what it did before. And look at the rating as well. So we've tested it. So not only does the ride look better, if we go on the testing stats, look. So we've got 5.91 excitement, 4.38 fear. So we're not, I mean, that's a massive difference, isn't it? Still not quite there. I mean, eventually we'll be able to build a roller coaster that is around the sort of like a 6 to 7 marker, or even more. You know, I'd love to have a 10 on excitement. But as we're learning the game, as we're getting used to the mechanics of building the roller coasters, I think I'm pretty impressed for our hypercoaster to almost reach the excitement level, um, 6, almost. So 5.91 is good. 4.38 is definitely better on fear than 19 or whatever it was. It was crazy, wasn't it? So look at our roller coaster. I am very pleased. I'm glad that it kind of wraps around the castle, and I've gone for a purple and white color because it's different. And when we look at it from ground level, and this is mainly this sort of entrance, well, not entrance, but pathway kind of leads to the castle. And when we go past here, the purple and white looks absolutely incredible. I've also done a path going around. My plan was to have a path going around all the way up onto the cliff. So we've got a little tunnel. Ooh, I've got it literally. We've ended up in the tunnel. So I had a little tunnel going through. Let's start from the beginning. Right, yeah. Little tunnel going through. So if we walk through this, this should then open up to the castle. Well, the castle area, the middle bit of it anyway. I will tweak this area slightly because at the moment you've only got this bit for the guests to walk around. We've got a couple of shops in there, some benches, and then when we go here to the left, you've got that ride. What's it called? Monte Leon. Yeah. So Monte Leon I will keep in here, and I'll delete it from our carnival section and replace it with something else. And then what do we have on the right here? Just some scenery. Up here, more scenery. And on the way to our restaurant, which is inside here, as we have shown you before. But I did kind of add another sort of like an observation area with pathing onto the gate there with railings. So hopefully guests should be able to come in here and admire our park and our coaster over on this side. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a courtyard. I can always utilize this area as well. There will be a path going out. We may take it all the way down, or we may just connect it to this bit. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. But what we're going to do is we're going to build our entrance and exits. Now what I was thinking is maybe have an entrance for the coaster on this side and exit on the other side, because I don't want too many people crowding around here trying to get onto the coaster. So we want to keep the entrance separate to this area, and we can always have people exiting on this side, which will again create a bit of a crowd, but at least people are not queuing up for the coaster, if that makes sense. They can sort of exit on here, go around the shops, go to the restaurant, and maybe walk all the way down to the park again. Who knows? But definitely do entrance here, and I've got something cool for it as well. I think I'm gonna use something that I already have. Let's see, where am I going to put the entrance? Shall I put the entrance over here, and then people can walk up into the respective lanes? I also forgot to mention I've made the station long enough. Also, I forgot to mention I made the station long enough to include 2 cars. So we've got 2 trains pretty much carrying a lot of people. I think it's let me just quickly have a look. So yeah, no, we've got 2 trains, 10 cars. So we've got enough space for people, which I believe anyway that this coaster will be quite busy. Well, I'm hoping anyway. Okay, let's place an exit. So this is what I was thinking, just add an exit here. So you've got entrance there, exit over here. Perfect, and then we can connect this to, I think I might just connect this to this this path rather than the courtyard. I might want to move, make this smaller. I think 4 will do. Yeah, why not? Okay, curve. It's really difficult to do a curve path in this game. I'm not sure why. I haven't figured it out yet, but let's do it this way. Oh, alright, that's crazy. That's mad. Can I just do stairs or something? Why won't you let me do stairs? I might need to do straight in that case if I want to do stairs. Okay. Nothing too steep. And then like so. I just want to be able to connect to this bit here. Right, let's move it like so, and then there we go. Does that work? Yeah, I think it works. It's just so that, you know, it doesn't add too many people onto the square bit too soon. We want a nice flow of people. Okay, so for the entrance, I was thinking, right, utilizing this piece that I downloaded from the Frontier Workshop, and it was something like this. So it's called a medieval great hall, and you can see it's a great hall. It kind of matches our theme of the castle. I will change the color of the roof because it's slightly different, but if I just plonk it here, you'll see what I mean and why I want to use this. So if I just park it there or plonk it there, and then check this. Look at this for a queuing area. Isn't that cool? I mean, we've got the King's Throne, we've got Great Hall with knights and jesters. I might remove him actually. I might put him in like one of these corners or something. I don't know yet. But But imagine a queue going through this great hall and eventually onto the ride. We can do a lot with this. I am going to try and utilize this. So now I'm going to leave you guys with some cinematic shots as usual. So we're going to ride this coaster so you can actually check it out and well, have a look for yourself whether we did well or not. I hope you guys enjoy it. And this is it for this episode. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys, and enjoy our Hypercoaster.